growing. Going north of where I live. That's pretty cool, man. I love where I live. I really do. People can never say, you hate it here. No, you are mistaken. You are mistaken. I was asking fake intelligence some questions today, Mom. We washed Mom's hair, so we're outside so Mom can dry her hair. Burp, 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 burp. Show people your nice little, your hair looks. Look, Mom. Look. You're such a nice lady. Okay, that's you. That's you. Yep, we're all getting old, Ma. Someday we're gonna take our last breath and go back out in the no place space. So I was asking because I was listening to Pam Gregory and she was talking about the Sedna placement. And there's all this Gemini stuff going on right now, so I had to look it up. What is going on? People are going crazy in Taos. We've been out here maybe 10 minutes, and this is the third. A sheriff just went zooming by off to make Taos the best place possible. Wow. To get those culprits. Better stop that tomfoolery. It's just constant sirens. They just, whoop! Somebody's being a stupid cousin. Okay, so I looked up the Sedna thing. And I asked it where it is in my chart, and it's sitting in. See, I can hear the bad guy racing off, and then I can hear the sheriffs. It cracks me up, man. It's just comedy here. It's pure comedy. Just gotta laugh. Just hopefully that everybody makes it home safe for dinner. So Sedna 0 degrees. In Gemini. Uh-oh, there's a drop. You want to go in, Ma? Huh? Let's do it. Well, to be continued. You go first. You go that way. You head up that way, and I'll be right behind you, okay? It's starting to rain, so we're moving this talk inside. Storm's kicking up. People are all kicked up inside. They're all stirred up and mixed up inside, so they're making storms. It's the old west here in northern New Mexico, Ma. There we go. Then I can charge the iPad anyway. Yep. We're like, go that way, Ma. This way? This way. You want me to go first? Yeah. Okay. You alright? Yeah. Good way. Whew. Gotta get Mom in. It's just starting to rain. Well, it's not like it's huge. It's been right. I love monsoon season in New Mexico. I love monsoon season. I love storm season. I don't like the like destruction it causes. Go ahead, go that way. The flash floods, stuff, the lessons that it teaches people. Like, don't drive through water. Just don't. And I'm saying it to myself, too. Because I'm such a numbhead that I would do it, too. Right? Because I think, I got a big old truck. Well, big old trucks float like boats. And then they sink. So, anyway. Go ahead, Mom. You're doing great. Whew. Ma's a trooper, I tell you. Oh, I went to my flower shop today. Go ahead, have a seat, Mom. Go ahead, have a sit down. And they have one of these. It's a Snickers. It's a medical Snickers. You eat a freaking Snickers and you feel better about things. That's the only medicine I do, huh, Mom? Hold on, let me I'm gonna make a new batch of caramel soon. Huh? I got the stuff today. the condensed milk and stuff like that. It's like 5 ingredients. I infuse my own butter with flour overnight in a little. I do it old school because I'm old school. Yeah. I'm a OG. Yep. I like to tell stories. I hang out with my mom, and sometimes we drive around, get people water, buy them lunch and stuff like that, because everybody needs a break sometime. I know there's a lot of people discouraged right now, but we are on the precipice of perhaps America finally having an say in what America wants to be after being hijacked by these totalitarian, bionic, symbiotic, buttronic, numbskulls, the Nepo kids, man, all the sorority and fraternities. Anybody that's gonna hire their buddy just because they're their buddy, and that they're not qualified to do the job, anyone like that. Like, America has the potential. But the thing of it is a lot of people got to come clean on how they've been acting and do a 180 and stop acting that way. I had to do it back in 2018. I was 14 years sober. Haven't drank a drop of alcohol. New Year's Eve, I got a bottle of scotch. I said, fuck it. Everybody else does it. I'm going to be like the normal kids. Because I'm autistic, and it makes me be able to act like everybody else. I can math so much better when I'm on alcohol. And then alcohol's such a weird thing for me, because it becomes my best friend, and it tells me I don't need nothing else, and then it starts making me sick. And then I don't want to do nothing else. I don't want to take care of me. I don't want to take care of mom. So I jumped off the bandwagon for about, I don't know, less than a year. Wow. And I dabbled in the wine world. I wanted to know what all the snooty wine people were talking about when they said, the wine has legs. I wanted to educate with myself with the world of the elite. And so I was in Oregon. And I was right up the road from Roth Groceries, and the wine department was pretty stellar, and I got to try a lot of really good stuff. And then I learned that it's not for me. Alcohol, I can't do it. It's for people that can handle it, and I can't. I will sell my soul with alcohol, and I got to keep my soul because nobody else is going to take care of mom. And I made mom a promise when I was 15 that I take care of her, and I can't do that when I'm wasted all the time. And I can't have a couple. That's dumb for me to think that I could ever. Oh, I'll just have a couple of frickin' 6-packs. I like the blue moon with orange slices in it. Like, that's an interesting thing. So, Ma's having a good day. We washed Ma's hair. It's nice and light. It's a beautiful day. Northern New Mexico, 7K feet in the sky. Except for all the sirens. There's sirens everywhere. There's a lot of people making bad choices. They're just trying to outrun the law. Must be that Gemini new moon yesterday. It's got people all in their twinsies and their polarity. You know, should I do the right thing? No, I'm going to do the whatever thing. I like Gemini. I got a lot of Gemini placements. In my 12th house, I got this stellium in Gemini. It's my Saturn. Look, see how I got Saturn on my shoulder? Saturn. There's people that worship the Saturn worship. The cube. It's all that Zionic weird fraternal order, brotherhood of butt stuff is what I call it. Just coin the phrase of that. That's what it is. It's a bunch of big old fraternity, sorority nonsense. These people got out of control, and they're everywhere, and they're in control of all of the local governments, and it's dissolving. The system is dissolving, In Taos, the welcome tree fell down.
Wow.
It did. Taos is less welcoming. Ain't that a weird thing? That just tells me that there's big timeline shifts. I like to look up at my astrological placements sometimes about, and it said, okay, so today I'm looking up Sedna, right? Because Pam Gregory was talking about it. I'm like, well, where does it sit in my house system? Okay, so it sits 0 degrees Gemini. Let's see. It's a big deal, okay, because Sedna just changed signs for the first time in about 11,000 years. See, now, I look at human beings, we hold our soul sack, right? Your body, it holds your soul sack, right? And then we take our last breath and we go to the no place space. We go to the ethers. We go to the rainbow web, so to speak. Like, that's what I see when I stargaze in the evening or in the morning. I've been known to stargaze through my eyelids, and I see that rainbow ribbon almost kind of thing. And then, like, we make agreements to come to the earth and live our lessons, and then, you know, either we come back and we learn to live more from ego or more from spirit. And every time the sum of all parts reaches a maximum wave of collective bullshit, and more people become greedy and selfish on the earth than generous, then Creator decides that Earth is an etch-a-sketch and just resets things. And that's where we're at now, where things are getting reset. So, like, our breath, when we breathe, it remembers where we breathed for all time. So forever incarnation you ever chose to have, you tap into that. So it's like, I have 0 degree Sedna is floating around Gemini in my 12th house right now. Wow. And it hasn't happened in 11,000 years. The way I look at it, though, at some point, my consciousness, someplace on planet Earth, the last time that Sedna was in these degrees, I was existing as an energetic, conscious being someplace in some point in time. And so a lot of people are being activated right now. They're remembering things like, oh, money doesn't matter. What matters is if you have clean freaking water to drink and a little bit every day. And that you have a shelter that you can escape from the elements from. And then when things get worse, you go other places and be comfortable and then go back and rebuild. Because the world is evolving, and either we have to grow with it, or we gotta go. Did you say we gotta go? Yeah, we gotta go. That's it, Mom. We could grow or go. We recycle until we figure out how to make heaven on earth and how to make it, you know, and all the karma that these frat boys have been racking up for generations playing games, that they're making the rest of the world play games. They're playing Stratego, Risk with us. They're playing Battleship. They're playing games with human being lives, and they're bombing the earth, so they're scoring the earth so they can build their stupid little hotels. Like, they're racking up the karma for, you know, their bloodline for a long, long time. They're setting themselves up to be kings, but they're becoming infamous is what they're doing. Infamy. They're going to be known for being the bad guys, for playing and debauchery and all that stuff. And the people of this nation deserve better. They honestly do. They work a lot harder. And so for so many, I mean, it makes me sad when I open my social media and I see people bawling Because they're like, dude, I'm working 3 jobs. I'm doing all this stuff. I am busting my ass. And then they're having parties in the lawn of the White House where you gotta spend, the tickets are like $1,000,000. Like, and all these people have all the money to spend on bullshit, but they can't help these people that are struggling so hard. So I foresee a lot of people trying to buy their consciousness back and try and finding their own pet projects and helping people in that capacity. That's what I do. Every day I'm always like, how can I help people? And like, where do I go to find the people that need the help the most? Like, I'll give the biggest, I don't know. I like to give people things where they can use their free will. There's a woman in Taos named Bonnie. And she hangs out down in the Taos Square. And she gets, I'm like her. I can identify with her. And also Mom, because Bonnie has a traumatic head injury. And when people annoy her and approach her and stuff like that, she'll start yelling, rape. Just like, get away from me. So and sometimes before it gets too people-y, I'll walk around town and early in the morning and I'll see her and, you know, I don't want to bother her, but I want to give her things where she can choose how she wants to start her morning. So I'll leave her $50, $100. And she has cognitive issues because she was with a man that hit her in the head with an axe. And she lived. And there's no place for her. So I want to make a place in Taos for people like Bonnie. And I would even have, like, you know, a setup for her and be like, dude, you come and go, you live however you want, but just know that you got a place, there's a place for Bonnie here. And that you will never be without food because I will always feed you. Because that's the same commitment that I made to Mom, because I'm thinking about the lower population that nobody cares about. You know, the one that Jesus Christ said, take care of those people in the Bible, how the meek shall inherit the earth. Now I see there's this trend, everybody, all their kids are autistic. Like the evolution of the human race. Like, I'm autistic. I don't think like everybody else. I never did. I came to this planet scratching my head, and I've been scratching it and scowling and disbelief ever since. Like, the way they could do things, and this is what they choose to do, it don't make no sense to me. Ever since. And now we have a chance, you know, and now all these people, there's like people that come across my FYP, Ethan and something. One of them, they're brothers. They're both autistic. One of them just graduated high school. I barely graduated high school. Like, I don't even keep track anymore. 92 was the year I graduated. But I barely graduated. They just, I don't know. They didn't want to deal with me anymore. They gave me my 2 required classes after lunch, and I would always skip it at lunch. So I had like 40-something tardies. I had to do the whole breakfast club, Saturday school to appease Miss Chase, the English teacher, you know, and it was nothing. It was boring. I yawned a lot, but I always did in class. I live next to Shasta Dam, so me and my buddies, we just drive up to Shasta Dam, hang out, see how many deer we're grazing, like we were just studying nature. They didn't see it like that, so I had a lot of cool experiences. But I knew the world a long time ago is a very dark place. There's a place in Redding that I grew up, that the local lore that everybody knows about, Lost Lanes. 2020, I was talking to a lady that worked at a rental agency, real estate place. And I was telling her, and I called that place specifically because it was right across the street from where we used to live, Mission Square in Redding. And so I called out of like recognition and proximity. And then she was telling me that women went to her church like within the last couple years and were still going to lost lanes and praying over the blood stains. Now understand, it's right below the Freemason. It's the Druids, the Freemasons. They're all. That's what they're into. Whatever I'm supposed to. Your Wi-Fi shut down. Internet's tricky. If you aren't supposed to get connection to shit, you ain't gonna get it. Like you will be. It's just for your protection. You ever watch that movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark? In the end, he tells this old girl, he's like, "Close your eyes, don't open them till I tell you, because all the glitz and glamour is gonna melt your face off." That's where we are in history right now, because too many people are living for greed, and like I mean, the demons are literally walking the earth now. They're not hiding. I need to go back and start watching Supernatural again and get studied up. I quit at season 10 back when I worked at Creighton. It was like I went to college because I worked at the student service desk, so I was always surrounded by, the students at Creighton, and they're, doing all the folklore and shit like that. And they were all watching, and so I don't know. I'm big on pop culture because I look at popular culture as data points to see. And I knew back in 2007, I just got out of the Air Force, and I was hanging out with people that were, because of that show Jackass, it was such a retarded show, but because of that show, people were drinking gallons of milk, and then throwing up. It was retarded. Like, I had to leave. I couldn't hang. I'm like, no, this is not, we have to evolve better than this. This was back then. Because that show Jackass, and then, because it was the #1 movie in America. And that was because people have free will, and they all, sum of all parts, chose to use it to see, and for 2 weeks in a row, that was the #1 movie in America. Wow. I'm gonna eat me some Snickers. I'll be right back. Since you put that Chinese food up. Yep, Ma. I make my own candy. Sometimes I'll go to the flower shop and they'll be like, "We got new stuff," and I'll be like, "Okay, what do you got?" And today it's this. Here, let me see if there's anything else I need to cover up. They're called stick herbs. I think that's hilarious. I think that's clever. Where are they out of? There's 8 chocolate bites. Isn't that funny? Snick herbs. I think that's hilarious. And it's pretty tasty. Most places are using like live rosin now, so it is what it is. That's why I usually make my own butter and then make caramel. See how that caramel is like that in there? Let me show you the caramel that I make. It's like just like it. I'm pro. Only I don't sell nothing. I just give it to be like, hey, you like Margeables? You want some Margeables? Well, check out this Margeable shit. Yep. Well, I think that's funny. Snick herbs. chocolate rosin. It is good. But I like the Sublime. What are they called? See, I'm stoked. I got where I live. Like when you do good things for people, you come across good shit. I like these caramel chews. These are 50. They just started selling these. These are actually pretty good. These are 3,000 for $60. That's not bad. That's not bad. And the pineapple mango paradise flavor is pretty good. And then they have the watermelon cherry rush. Hi, Stanley. Just doing downward cat. He just woke up from his sleep. But these are why I learned how to make caramel. But none of my batches are ever going to be the same until I move and I have a place where I can climate control and create an environment where I can I do it on a gas stove in my carport, and it's the what do you call it, is the conditions are variable in northern New Mexico. So hi, Stanley. I won't bring out the whole slab. I have this little piece left. I don't need to bring out the whole slab, but this is a little piece from the last batch that I made. This is the stuff that I make. And then this is the stuff that I got. This is why, because places stopped selling it. And I was like, well, F it, I'll just make my own caramel. And I'm pretty fortunate, like, where I live, there's I have access to pretty good clean food. And then I went today, and I saw so many bare shelves. I'd never seen so many. So these are the little ones that I used to like getting all the time. I'm just going to do a color comparison. I got the texture down. I got to get it to 250 degrees. 250. You can give an idea. So this is the stuff, and then this is the stuff that I made. Now, for this stuff, I used an ounce of keef. Do you know what keef is? It's just the. I don't play video games. My life is a video game. So I know so many people do. That's why the world partially is the way it is because so many play 30. But see, that's I don't do talks for money because me and Mom, all of our needs are met and we have extra every month. And we got Earth Angels. I just got, all you need is one. And so I got this thing. My friend, she's 77. She is such a good sport, right? She's probably in better shape than I am in some ways. And so I'm building my car out so I can set it up to have like a outreach kitchen of my own. Because I was in the military and I'm sorry for my service because of what this country turned into. It's just a joke. So in order to not get too caught up in my emotions on how being upset on things that I can't control, I focus on stuff that I can control. And so I can always keep my car stocked with water, snacks, things like that. Useful things. Like these things, but it's summer. This is more for a winter thing. But I can give them like battery packs so they can charge their devices. You know, maybe invest in some that are solar. Like I found some that are like $50. I could buy some of those and keep those in my car. Because there's a lot of people that don't have an address. And so my friend, she got me this.
Oh, that's nice.
So I can keep a bunch of water in there. And nice and cold. And then I got one of these. Let's see, where is that? Ma, your haircut's so cute. Then I got one of these. I made a Twitch channel. I have Discord. I can't sit and back when I was doing LSD and Alice and stuff, like back in my early 20s, and I didn't have mom to take care of and stuff like that. I could just sit and get high, just do whatever, and just play Super Mario 3 for 12 hours consecutively, and you go through the whole game all the way through, get the princess, and then get halfway through before you pass out. That's a waste of life for me. Then I got one of these so I could power my so I got a little jackery to power my new thing so I can help people that don't got nothing. They got nothing. And I'm gonna stock up on handy wipes and potty pads and keep those in, because that's how people can keep clean. I don't see, but they don't do anything useful. They don't care. They're playing. They're going from one place to another. They don't do nothing for the. They don't do nothing. They don't, none of that stuff does anything to help me take care of mom. And I'm not the only person in this boat. There's a lot of people in the world that have parents that can't take care of themselves. And then there's a lot of parents out there that have kids that can't take care of themselves. So you add up all those people that can't take care of themselves, and then you got people bombing places that we have no business for bullshit that ain't true. Because this is the same bullshit they've been selling to us for all time. They've been selling the same bullshit. People gotta wise up. There's plenty for everybody. The only reason why there's poor people is because there's asshole frat boys and sorority girls that decide that there's people that are scumbags and they deserve nothing. And now things are getting hairy because karma's coming back around to all the colonists that freaking ruined this nation. They kept coming and take it. It wasn't just like they came over and decimated the land from the indigenous, from mom's bloodline. My father's bloodline was the colonial bloodline that did that shit. And I'm not, that's another boat that I'm not the only. So a lot of people have inner conflicts, you know. Is it that service for self or service for all mentality that people are gonna do? And most people are picking service for self, so they're going around living that. My brother's one of them. He shut us out 5 years. Like during COVID, I was like, dude, I need help. Like, can you help me find a place to live? He's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, my credit's fucked. Like, our income is we were like, I was at like $1,700. You know, 12, however much went for rent, $1,200. But you know, like, I was walking everywhere. Like, it was hard. And I was 42. And I'm like, man, I don't want to be in my 50s, 60s, 70s living like this. And I don't think a whole lot of other people want to be either. I think people just kind of want to hang out and like gather, you know, to do useful things at one point in time. 2, 3, 4 times a week. And then just kind of rest up until you do the next thing. America got real good about making sick people, and I had to learn how to take care of myself, and I can show how other people how you can stay fit and not have any money. Like, I don't go to the gym, but I still got 15-inch biceps, and that's not. I don't got flabby arms. I don't got old. I'm 52. I don't got flabby old lady arms. I do okay. I got like menopause lady belly because I want to be the Earth's auntie and just tell people, hey, just, you know, put a little effort into yourself. Like put the joystick down for a while and then go do useful things. I have an idea that anybody, any place in the United States with your phone, it's an app. You just go out, boop boop, take a before after using AI GIS software, you know, $15 an hour, and then you can have your stuff sent to Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, whatever, Zillow, whatever, because people, they want to take cash away anyway, so this will just be your pass-through, like, you get food, you know, and then make a good, like, social credit store, like, where if you go and, like, you can volunteer, and there's people that don't have no family and they can't mow their lawn. You could go mow their lawn and then like make life a video game. Just make it all about, you know, collecting little coins, and then, you know, encouraging people to do generous acts of kindness, and then that adds to your score. Getting paid to do good, since so many people pay themselves so much to do unuseful things. There should never be a like, so many people are sad because there's one guy's a trillionaire. I'm one of them. Like, the fact that one guy allows for all of that, and he's not even from here. He's not from here. He's from South Africa. He was the Nepo kid that nobody liked. Like, all of the Blood Diamond stuff, that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, whatever, it's his family. It's his dad. His dad buried his sister. Like, it's the privileged people. And they just take and they take and they take and they take, and they're never satisfied. They're never. And then, but they'll give to organizations, but those organizations just build within that organization. They don't do anything for constituents. People start to see that agency is welfare for the employees, and it doesn't have anything with building any constituents. What do you want to do for dinner, Mom? It's almost 6. You want to do those green chili and baked beans? Does that sound good? Hold on. There. Okay. Alright, so I'll just wrap this up soon, so we can eat. Because I just ate about 150 milligrams, so I don't know. I might be a little tilty. I thought about, like, getting a console and get it in just so I could like go out and just uh, I don't know, to connect with people, because I like to connect with people from a distance. That's why I do the internet, like hanging out with my friends by myself. I see people do it on TikTok. I started TikTok, but I don't know. It's a different. Every place is a different. And I've been here 10 years. I've been doing this. I wish I would have been in Matt Brown's chat more often. I wish I would have befriended that kid. I bet, because I would have talked to recovery all day long with that kid, all day. And see, he made a girl his higher power. I did it. I I know what he did. You just learn it. But he's pretty. I think it got pretty dark. Because he popped up on my FYP. I didn't see the one where he was walking around naked, drinking beer with the. I didn't see that one. I saw other ones that were around the time like that he was doing those, and I just happened to come across it. I'm like, did he just say what I think he said? And he said, I got a month, and then it's off to the big adventure. And I'm like, dude, he just told the world that he's gonna end his life. You know, alcohol tells you not to live your life. That's what alcohol does. Alcohol tells you to stay home. Alcohol unmotivates people, and it tells people that you're having a good time, but you're stuck in your head, because you can't let people know how much you really drink. Because when you drink like me and you start, you don't stop. And people just like, there's people like they haven't had a decent bowel movement in decades because their guts are just rotted out. And the things that it makes people do, I've heard stories of, because it's the loved ones that are tormented, that they're having to take care of their family member that they love that can't stop drinking, and it's the drinking that's killing them. Wow. And then they do things that are so extensive, like, I'll never forget the one I heard, and it wasn't even in one of the meetings I used to go to. It was a lady I knew had to watch her husband die a slow, painful death. He had a feeding tube because he had cancer everywhere in his esophagus. It causes 7 kinds of cancer. Had a feeding tube, all this stuff, and then he was putting liquor in his feeding tube. Like, people can't, I do people that, they go to Saudi Arabia, it's a dry state, but they could go to the BX and buy shaving cream and poke holes in it and drink it, because shaving cream has alcohol. And people just, they can't live without it. Like, it gets a handle. I was starting to get there. I was starting to where I was getting the shakes. And then I got sober. The 10th of June 2002. I got a DUI on off at Air Force Base in 2001. I was supposed to be in a parade on 11/11, and I was getting the sticker scraped off my head, my windshield. So because I couldn't drive on base no more for a year. It was supposed to be 3. Then it turned out it was just 1. I had to walk everywhere. I've always had to walk everywhere. I got banging cabs though. Not bad. I got pretty cool. They're pretty dope for freaking an old lady. I'm old. I'm 52. I'm old. I don't want it. I'm old, cranky. I just want people to drink enough water and get enough good food to eat, and then pick up the garbage, and then, I want to do pop-up karaoke where I live. I'm trying to figure out the logistics, because I can't just play Apple Music. Because it has the lyrics, you can sing along. So I don't know. I'm trying, and I looked at karaoke apps kind of thing, but I just want to be able to pop up with my big JBL speaker, let people belt out a couple songs, and then be on our way. Clean up our mess, feed some people, have some laughs, ask them, hey, what do you want to see in the community? How do you want to see things go? What do you want to see? Because I'm tired of the fucking. I hate the same shit that they do same year. Stan Lee's running around. He's fish fidgety because it's raining. Can you hear the rain? Like I lived here 5 years, and then there's a barn dance, and it's like the same 200 people, and it's misappropriation of funds. It's lame, and there's better ways to do things. How come I want to see in Taos a freaking mini golf course, a little putt. Why isn't that a thing here? That needs to be a place where people can go and gather and hang out with their friends, where they're not drinking too much and then jumping each other with their little gangs and stuff. Like, I've seen that side of Taos, and it's not pretty. Man, it's coming down. Good thing we came in, Mom. You getting hungry? What did we have for lunch? We had noodles. Good thing for SIDS, man. SIDS is great. It feeds us. I got peaches today. I bought some peaches. I haven't got peaches in quite some time, so I got. I think we're just gonna. But they didn't have stuff on the shelves. Like I don't know their schedule, or even if they have a schedule. But today, they didn't have a lot of stuff. So. But I didn't ask nobody either. I was kind of crabby. I just wanted to go in and get a couple things and bounce. I got condensed milk. I'm going to make another batch. So, anyway. I wonder if they have a place. I want to find an elevation map. Okay, elevation map of the U.S. Do USA. Do those exist? Okay, $80, $100, $80. One day I'm gonna have an office. Your Wi-Fi's going out too. One day, I got a sticker maker back there, but one day I want to have an office I have all my maps that I have up. Because I have like color wheels, and then I have stories to go with them, and then I can I want to read this book too. I just don't like reading, but I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I started, and then I just don't want to do it. This is actually, if you have a hard time letting go of stuff, this is actually a good book to read. Drop the Rock. Yeah. It's not even AA approved literature, so that's cool. Anyway. So yeah, I want to get a elevation map because I'm always looking up the elevation of places. And like I live on the bottom of the biggest mountain range, I think. Like at the bottom. I live right by Wheeler Peak. Yeah, Mom was born and not raised in Cuesta, New Mexico. We're gonna take I was looking at the car today. I'm gonna take it in to get an oil change for our trip to my other hearing test I gotta go redo. And I need another battery. The battery is it's questionable. I need another battery. And then yeah, so I'll feel better once I get the oil changed. You know? Because I don't know when the last time they looked at the oil, if they even did look at the oil. You think they would, but I don't know. It's very low, so. You just got to take care of stuff. Make sure you got to get home from the place you go to. And so far, it's worked pretty good for us. It's held together like under circumstances that I am actually quite shocked about. Nope. This guy's like, nope. 3,000. Yeah, 3,000 milligrams. Here, I'll post the picture. I just want everybody to get the best deal, you know? Because so many people, they just want you to get. Here, let's see. You mean, I don't like when people correct me. Mon, I correct people. I do correct people. I need to let, because if I don't, so that's why. Okay, all right, for it, whatever. I like psychology. I like to see where my character defects, and then, ooh, I'm looking a little agey. Put on some old lady face. Oil of old lady. It's not oil of old lady either. It's this stuff. It's made out of with seaweed. Stuff you get in the ocean. Yeah. This is my only beauty regimen. And my whole life, I could probably count on both hands how many times I've ever put makeup on my face. Maybe 2 times. 20 max. When's the last time I put makeup? It's more like a novelty. Like, hey, let's see what this looks like. I used to wear, what do you call it, Ma? Eyeliner? It's not gonna go. Internet went here. Actually, it wasn't the internet that went out here. It was Roku. We could watch Mike and Molly on Netflix, but then we couldn't watch stuff on Roku. It's not gonna do it. It said, no, you can't post that picture. Ooh, let's look at what the weather's doing. Does that sound good, Mom? Ooh, it's 68 degrees in here. It's nice and cool. We'll look at our windy.com. Yep. Red, blue, and red. Weather radar. We just got a little system passing right over where we are in Taos. That's what I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day.